Good morning. I came outside. I'm outside by the pool. Do you hear that? My neighbors decided to do yard work. We're going to try here because the topic today is mindfulness and how hard it is in our culture. And I think this is just a beautiful example of how hard it is. So my name is Dr. Patty Ford. I own Imagine Wellness in Redlands, California. I am a dietitian. I specialize clinically in eating disorders. And in my private practice, I love to work with entrepreneurs, business owners, very powerful women who feel like they're stuck. Feel like they're made for more. Maybe they're stuck in their health or their business or their beauty. I have male clients as well. Mindfulness is an interesting topic. Mindfulness is being present, being aware with no judgment, with no evaluation, and being connected to the moment, I'm going to say. And that is so hard to do. As evidenced, I was sitting here trying to have a conversation. There's so much going on in the world right now. I have neighbors on either side of me. I have a dog right here. I'm sitting in front of a pool. Hi, Chanel. Mindfulness is so hard. I have the world in my hand. I'm literally on an app that connects the world to friends through pictures, through text, through articles, whether you believe in that or not. We are more connected to each other than ever before, and it's beautiful. Also, it makes being where you're at currently and being connected to the current moment so hard. We spend now hours scrolling and scrolling and scrolling information, which can be good, but also changes how we're in the present moment. And so I'm just laughing at, I was not present with myself this morning at all. I worked out and now I was supposed to see a client, but they were unable to show today. Anyway, mindfulness is so hard, and especially if you have a nervous system that you are triggered. You are triggered means you get thrown off. You're anxious, you're scared, you're nervous. It could be also, my dog just got in the pool. Mick, get out of the pool. Which means I have to dry him off. It could be that you're in the other side where you're feeling disconnected or or experiencing just depression or frozen or just disassociating. Those types of experiences are really normal. It's not to say that they're normal. And you might have had a few this morning. You might have had a few in the last week. I know I navigated a lot personally within the last 10 years. And you're just not grounded. You're not yourself. So if you're not able to executively function, mindfulness is really hard. You can have moments of it, but to live in it all the time, like that's not reality. So when you're navigating mindfulness in culture right now, when they're saying be present and be connected, and all of these beautiful ideas, know that it's really hard and almost impossible to do all the time. But that doesn't mean that you can't try. It doesn't mean that you can't try for moments of mindfulness, because when you try for moments, you build new neural pathways, right? New habits, and you keep practicing until it becomes that new way to function versus the old way. But that also takes capacity to grow and to try new things. You need energy, which means you got to eat. but you also have to have energy for this growth. So if you're in a healing state, you might not be able to grow. Imagine if you broke your leg, okay? You literally snapped a bone, broke a leg, and then we asked you to train for a marathon. You can't do that. Literally impossible. You need to heal, and you need to strengthen, and you need to heal the bone tissue and the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles and all of that, and then train. So if you're in a period of trauma, depression, or anxiety, and someone's asking you to do more than what you're capable of, it's okay to say no. And I'm working on being more mindful with myself in the moment. Mindfulness is connecting you back to your current self in the current moment, and that might be what you need. And then growth is then becoming uncomfortable and then trying new habits and then da-da-da-da-da. So there's two kind of different scenarios you can describe mindfulness: in a healing state, in a growing state, and they might be synchronous. They might be the same. I don't know. Yes, Chanel, I'm so glad you caught me too. And if this speaks to you in any circuit capacity, it doesn't have to be with your health, but maybe with a relationship or with your business or with your finances. Yes, Anthony. Boundaries can be another catchphrase of, I am unable to do that right now because I want to do this for me, whatever that might be. Sorry, got a phone call. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm unable to do the things that I need to do right now because I am on this plan. And then sometimes that can go the other way. That can be really obsessive, where you deny social interaction, you deny spontaneity, you deny the fun because you're obsessed about this plan. So it can go both ways. So you want to find the beautiful middle, which is gray. If you're in black or white land, that can be harmful. So you want to find this beautiful middle, which is hard because our brains like all or nothing, and we want to find this beautiful middle that serves our body and serves us well. So I'm not here to shade or down any potion, pill, program, or plan. That's not the goal. The goal is to really focus on how can I connect to the moment and what's going to serve me well. So 3 things. You want to pause. There's power in the pause. It's very catchy. Slow down and pause. Nothing harmful comes from slowing down. If you catch yourself and your tempo is this way, slow down. That doesn't mean you can't be excited or you can't have, kind of the motivation, but slow down. Our bodies aren't meant to go so fast. So slow down, power in the pause with any decision, with any meal, with any exercise, and then push, and then go for the sprint, or then go for the run. But whenever you watch someone elite in whatever area, there's a moment of pause, whether they're doing surgery or they're doing a race or they're about to speak, right? There's a moment to connect and pause, okay? 2, what's really powerful, if you ask yourself out loud, what do I want? What do I want to have in this moment? And what do I want to feel in this moment? I want to have this delicious burger because I want to feel energetic or whatever, okay? I want to have a conversation because I want to feel heard. I want to have this confrontation because I want to stand up for myself. I want to have some peace because I want to feel safe. You could enter it with anything. I want to have the money because I want to feel relief. So pause and then identify what you want. And sometimes that's really hard because if your nervous system is so thrown off, you don't know what you want. You don't know. And that takes sometimes a safe place or a conversation to process, okay, what is it that you really want? And then the third is action. So pause, identify what you want, and then action. Sometimes we're so overwhelmed, we don't know what we want, and we freeze. Frozen. Too overwhelmed, I don't know what I want to do, so I'm just going to do nothing. And then you feel bad because then you have no confidence, and then you didn't do the thing that you wanted to do. So pause, reflect, what I want to have, how do I feel, and then try it. And if you're comparing to other people, if you're wanting to be perfect, those are two different conversations as well. So mindfulness can look like, okay, what do I pause? What do I want to have? How do I want to feel? And then eat. Or then have the empowered no, don't eat. That could take, those three things could take 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 5 years. So it really depends on so many different factors. But if you can pause, identify what you want to have, how you want to feel, and then act, you typically will be aligned with your true self. We could go into so many different things in mindfulness, so many different rabbit trails with this conversation. But those 3 steps are really hard if you're navigating anxiety, navigating feelings of depression, navigating really tough nervous system, throttling your nervous system, and that's okay. You're just not ready. It's not the next best step for you. Mindfulness will come, but it's really hard when there's a lot going on. That was really hard to have a conversation on my phone when stuff was going on, when Mick was in the pool. So I need to set some boundaries and do it where it's more controlled, a controlled environment. But I purposely came out here because I knew that there was going to be distractions. If this aligns with you, if you want to have a conversation, if this is of interest to you and you kind of want to talk about your habits of thinking, I have a free assessment. You can do it on your phone. It takes 10 minutes. You get the results. I get the results. I can contact you. You can contact me, and we can just have a free conversation. I can give you some value on navigating it. And if I'm best to serve you, I can tell you about my practice. If not, then, we have a beautiful conversation and we go separate ways. But I would love to step into your life and serve you or your business or your team, or, just maybe you're looking to take a pause and allow some time to have a conversation on the deeper work. Because the deeper work is longer lasting. Anyone can do a meal plan. I've been trained for a long time. I could give you a meal plan, but you might be able to do that on your own. You just don't know how to execute it. That's when you have a coach step into your life. All right, have a wonderful day. Happy Wellness Wednesday. And if you're interested in some of this dialogue that I'm talking about, my newsletter just came out yesterday. It's free. If you subscribe to it's a monthly newsletter, you get a free recipe book. I'm going to come out with 3 versions of them. Version 1 is out. It's beautiful. I love the recipe book, and I think it's kind of a knock out of the park if you ask me. And then you have some beautiful, tasteful recipes that you can